Yo, I'm outside, Dan. I'm outside, mate. Bit of breeze and that. I couldn't take it, man. I couldn't take it inside. Thank you all for joining, by the way. Please leave a like as you are rolling in, as per usual. Got a decent little stream for you guys today. Got some a lot of data and information to show you guys. But yeah, I couldn't hack it inside, man. I swear, I'd be making videos throughout the day, and I would just be sweating like crazy. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to take this outside. So I'm just currently chilling in my garden. Got a nice view of the sky behind me. It's looking pretty cool, actually. I actually like the way it looks, to be fair. I might do it more often. But yeah, couldn't hack it inside, so had to do it inside. How are we all doing, though? How are we all doing? Good evening, Khalid. Yeah, barbecue was good, man. Barbecue was very nice. Thank you very much. Done some chicken, done some lamb shish, kofta, you know the drill. Standard stuff, man. Turkish barbecues. You gotta love them. Gotta love them. Eric, hi, mate. Hope you're good. You're eating mussels. I love mussels. I love mussels, man. Bit of garlic, you know, olive oil, lemon, chili, mate. Jeez, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Bandit, Intergalactic Payments XRP. Yes, one of the first videos I've done on XRP actually today. I thought, you know what? Why not? It's a big subject. I'm a holder of XRP. It's one of those coins you either hate it or you love it. I personally love it. I don't know why people hate it. It's, you know, I'll never really understand. But look, I ain't here to judge. But yeah, I thought I'd just cover it because it is very relevant, isn't it? So I thought, why not? So I'll be keeping people up to date with some XRP news as well. Hopefully, you know, that could gain a bit of traction too, because I know a lot of people love their XRP as well. Anyway, obviously today's stream, I wanted to cover a little bit of market analysis for you guys. Go through what's actually going on. You know, have a look and see if there's any differences going on in the market. Is my stance still the same? Of course, it's still the same. In fact, I think it was just yesterday I messaged the Discord letting people know, you know, I'm expecting a bit of a drop today. I'll explain in a second as well. Jonathan, good evening, man. Thank you very much for joining, bro. Please leave a like, guys, as you are rolling in. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, obviously the whole situation with the 18th, 19th of July, you know, why was it important? It was important because a lot of people were really scared. They were scared because Grayscale were apparently going to have their Bitcoin being released, right? But a lot of people completely misunderstood what was actually going on there. So I'm going to be taking a look at that as well, explaining that to you guys. We'll even take a look at some other charts too. And yeah, hopefully it should make a decent little stream. Clee, do you have a job apart from your YouTube and crypto? Yes, I do. I do have a job. I'm actually a medical recruitment consultant. So I work basically for an agency where I hire nurses to work in countries all over the UK. So I'm a basic recruitment consultant, mate. That's why I chat a lot. I got a bit of that. So that's basically what I do. I've been doing that for like 4 or 5 years now, ever since I was like 18. I've been doing that for a while, but yeah, that's the job that I do, man. Paul, yes, and I'm loving all the information, mate. Thank you very much, Paul. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Sometimes I'd sit there and I think to myself, you know, is this information actually relevant? Do people actually want to hear this information? But then I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know, yeah, I think people actually do. Because all I'm really doing is just keeping everyone up to date with, I suppose, anything relevant to do with crypto news, right? So, you know, is what it is. But yeah, what can I do, man? I'm going to be making a lot more other videos as well coming soon. A lot of like how-to videos on certain stuff that people have been asking me. A lot of other informative videos of actual information I believe people should know. Not news, just actual things that people should know when they enter the market. Because I believe the information I'm going to be sending your way very soon, hopefully by next week, a lot more videos should be rolling out. And it's not just going to be news. So we've been quite unavailable recently, but I've still been trying to do my best working from home. So yeah, can't ever get enough information. Yep, 100%. Paul says the same. Are you based in London? No, I'm based near London. I'm based near London, near Luton. I'm near Luton. I was born in London, though. I was born in North London. So not too far, maybe like half an hour away from there, half an hour. So yeah, let's get into it. So anyway, I was talking about Grayscale releasing their Bitcoin after purchasing it back in December, January time. And they obviously had to hold it for 6-7 months before they're allowed to actually have access to do what they want with it, in, you know, if they wanted to sell or whatnot. A lot of people were very scared about what was going to happen on the 18th, 19th of July, because that Bitcoin was going to become available for them. Now, why are people misunderstood? They're misunderstood because it isn't actually Bitcoin that is going to become available to them. It's actually called GBTC, which is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Okay, so it's not Bitcoin itself. Now, a lot of people would obviously be selling Bitcoin due to the fear that would have been implemented into the market, which could cause a lot more further downwards trend in the market for at least a day or two, causing a lot of volatility. And it is something that I did actually end up informing the group about yesterday. This is what I showed them yesterday. So this was on the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, guys, I've just left the link right there if you want to click it and join it. I just tried to keep everyone updated. So literally yesterday I posted, I personally believe we could see one last scary dip from alts until the market performs. Be ready for a volatile few days, but the future looks good to me. And yeah, obviously I posted that yesterday, and today we are experiencing some volatility. And what I basically wanted to show you guys was the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust chart. So this is the chart right here. So this is not Bitcoin. This is the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. As you can see, it's currently worth $25.2. Okay, and yeah, it was obviously released, and as you can see, they have sold a little bit of it, and this has just basically caused a little bit of a scare in the market. As you can see right here, this is the Bitcoin chart, and one thing that we were looking for Bitcoin was to kind of hold that area which laid around right there. I was kind of looking for it to hold that area. We have just broken below it, as you can see, but I do have this right here because our second level of support would definitely be at 30k. 30k is what we dropped to right there, that massive wick. We also did drop to 30k right here until we bounced up again. Okay, so with Bitcoin, again, regardless of what it's doing right now, unless we do literally fall further around to these areas, right, right down here, 25, 27, if we're falling down here, I'd have to reconsider everything and rechart, have a look and see what's going on. I don't want us to break this level here where we got to 28,500. I'd like to see us hold the 30k level and then just kind of make our way up from there. So that is basically what I am looking at with Bitcoin. But then, you ask yourself the question, and people always need to kind of zoom out a little bit and just really have a look and see, what is going on, gather some data, have a look at some other charts and see what's going on. Well, today, Dash done this. So for people that don't know what Dash is one of those OG coins that has been around for a very, very long time. This right here is currently on the 4-hour chart. However, this wick was actually done in 15 minutes. That was a 15-minute wick, as you could see right there. Crazy. Honestly, crazy. It went from $100 all the way to $188 within a matter of 15 minutes. Okay, it's currently now chilling in between there at $133. So why is this relevant? Why am I looking at this? Why is it important? Why is that random line right there? Well, I'll explain it to you, right? Let me zoom out a little bit. Every time I've been doing chart analysis over the past few days or weeks, right, I've obviously been mentioning two certain dates, the 15th of June, and I've been mentioning the 26th of May. I find those dates to be extremely important to me because they're two levels of resistance that a lot of cryptos have been experiencing throughout the entire market. The 15th of June, a lot of cryptos have been struggling to break past that. And the 26th of May is another level that we were basically at before the big drop. So that's another big level that cryptos were kind of failing to break past. So what I basically done, I put this level right here, which is at the 15th of June, which is basically, as you can see here, the 15th of June, which is basically the level we came with. We did wick just above it, but we're now trending below it. Now, why is that level important? If we take a look at AXS, okay, AXS, I've always spoken it to be a leader in the market. This line represents the 15th of June. As you can see, it's absolutely exploded. It even went past its all-time high. And within a matter of a few weeks, it literally went from $2.8 all the way to $29, which is crazy. You literally would have 10 times your money within a few weeks, which is unbelievable. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because I always mention that there's leaders in the market, and I always mention that there's laggers in the market. And this is a prime example of how you can find a leader in the market compared to a lagger in the market, and how timing does not matter when it comes to crypto. There's no rules when it comes to crypto, when it comes to timing, right? AXS, it took 12 days for it to get through its the 15th of June resistance after finally starting to move. So as you can see, if I could move this, these bars represent 12 days. I would say that from here, this is our first green day candle where we started grinding our way up. And since that day, it literally took 12 days before we actually finally broke that 15th of June resistance. Okay, so 12 whole days. But then you move over to Dash and it done it in 15 minutes. 15 minutes it took for Dash to do that. So what Dash done in 15 minutes, it took AXS 12 days to do. And this is literally how you can see that there are simply leaders in the market and there's always going to be laggers in the market as well. Soon enough, as I've been saying for a long time, we'll start experiencing so many other cryptos that will just get a random pop. I mean, that ain't for no reason. Rotation will happen within the market. I'm still very bullish on the market. And, you know, this is one of the reasons. Forget about everything else, right? And forget about everything else that I'm probably going to show you later on in this stream. Simple fact is, AXS has, for some reason, completely outperformed the entire market and gone on to do a 10x. It is melted through the resistance levels that other cryptos are facing. The only other coin that came somewhat close to it, that's pretty well known, is Compound, because that originally started moving itself. But then AXS came along and completely took over, and now that's even outperforming Comp. So just for these reasons, I'm seeing certain signs in the market that is still so bullish. It's just about being patient, and one by one, things will just start taking off. It is no coincidence that AXS has gone on to do a crazy run like that. That has literally gone way past its previous all-time high. As you can see, its previous all-time high was right here, right there. If I even clicked it, there we go. Right there, which was at $11. $11 was AXS's previous all-time high. It literally over doubled it all the way to $29. So, you know, things like that are absolutely crazy. And the thing is, things like that is what you would expect in a bull run in an alt season. So for me personally, not financial advice. Again, it is just something that I am hopeful for. I am expecting. I have been waiting for a long time. I understand that this is how the markets work. You know, eventually things will just start going completely mental. This is what I personally believe. Like I said, not financial advice, but there you go. I mean, is there anyone like in the chat that has like a different thought? Is anyone in the chat that can do some chart analysis? What do you guys think is actually happening? Because I'm extremely bullish. I'm very excited for what the next few weeks will bring, especially the next few months will bring. I'm very excited. So yeah, it's all about just being patient, honestly. Why do you believe in hodling as opposed to buying back cheaper on a fall? Because you don't know when it's going to fall. You don't know how much it's going to fall by. And you don't know if once you sell, it's just going to go up more. I have never sold something. In fact, that's a lie. I've done that before and I lost a lot of money. And I'll never do it again. So for me, that was a lesson learned. I will never now, until I believe the bull market is over, I will not sell my crypto, wait for a fall, even if I'm expecting it, and then buy it back. Because basically the story behind that, I tried doing that once. This was around when Bitcoin was like 45k. There was so much talk about people. So everyone was basically saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to 30k. It eventually did months later, which is what we experiencing now. But I thought it would happen in a day. So I literally sold all of my positions, right? In all of my cryptos, I sold it all to USDT, expecting it to go down the next day. What did it do? It literally pumped like $4,000 the next day. I completely panicked because everything else pumped as well. I panicked, and I tell you what, I lost a lot of money. I lost a lot of money doing that, and it was a lesson learned, and I will never do it again. Obviously, some people can do that because they'll understand, they'll be better at chart analysis than me, they'll be more patient than me in that situation. It's stress, man. It's just stress personally, innit? Chris, good evening, man. Thank you for joining. Eric, if it does take off, how long do you think the run will last historically? Historically, it's all different because, like I said, everything does tend to go at different times, isn't it? As you can see, Dash, it took 15 minutes to do what AXS done in 12 days. So I believe that the bull run will be over for certain cryptos at different times. So it's very difficult to tell. Good evening, man. Thank you very much for joining. What should be the selling strategy when prices do go up? you've basically just got to have a plan and look at targets for your coins. Okay, you got to look at targets of, like, you know, doubling your money and then 4 times in your money. It all depends on on you. Personally, I have each of my cryptos, I have 4 targets for them, and I will sell 25% of my holding at each of those targets. So if I've got 1,000 XRP, for instance, I will sell 250 XRP at 4 targets. So at the end of target 4, I've got no more of that coin left, and I'm always rotating it to something that hasn't gone up yet. Do you know what I mean? So I'm constantly rotating and taking profit and moving it to something that has not yet rotated. So that's just my plan. That's just my strategy. I'm very bullish, 100%. I know, in fact, Bitcoin will always go up. Yeah, I'm there with you, man. I'm there with you. Hey, Tanner, for me personally, from my analysis, we will see a bear market where Bitcoin will hit a new support level, and maybe from there it would climb up slowly. Okay, fair enough, man. I mean, that's your analysis. And like I said, the scary thing about crypto, and especially for the new people joining, is that unlike something like crypto Twitter, one person, one professional would say that crypto is crashing. One professional would say that Bitcoin's going to 20K. But then literally the post underneath it will be another professional saying that Bitcoin's going to 60K and the market's bullish. So it's very difficult. It's just a market of opinions, you know? So it's very, very difficult. If you sell, would you sell into USD? Just wondering how you train your mind to think USD when you fund with Great British Pounds. I don't know what it is with me. I've just always, ever since I've started crypto, I've always gone with USD, USDT. So I set my targets there. I just find it easier for me to follow as well. And then I'll trade it to Great British Pounds. It's just me. There's literally no reason behind that. It's just what I'm used to. This would crash Ether, maybe some other alts too, but in crypto, you can't say anything, just my analysis. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's crypto, very volatile. No one knows what's going to happen. Maybe some people do, but yeah, all we could do is just kind of chart everything. I'll show you guys a few interesting things, a few interesting bits of data as well now as well. When it eventually heads up to the moon, do you see a bull trap in mid-40s? No. No, I think that once we break 34,000 at this point, hang on a sec. Let me get the chart up quick. Is this Bitcoin? Yeah, this is Bitcoin. All right, let me just zoom out, guys. So this is Bitcoin. I personally believe that once we break this area right here, I believe that once we get back above that, which is about 34,500, yeah, I think it's game on. I literally think it's game on for Bitcoin. Okay, regardless of the other alts, as we can see, it didn't really matter for AXS. It didn't really matter for Dash in that 15-minute moment. But for Bitcoin itself, 34,500, once that breaks up, I do think it will just be a slow grind up. I'm not saying it's just going to go straight up. There will be corrections along the way, but I just believe it will look something like that, you know, and all of these will be corrections down here, all of these. And every single time we have one of those, people will get scared. People will believe it's a bull market, a bear market. It's just the way it is every single time. It's just, again, it is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Who we got? Tanner, do you hold VeChain? What do you like about the project? Where do you see VeChain next few years? I used to hold VeChain. It was one of my original coins that I held. My OG coins that I held was Zilliqa, VeChain, XRP, and Cardano. That was when I first got into crypto. I got into VeChain when it was 0.008 cents, so below 1 cent. And I sold it at 12 cents. So I made a good little bit of profit on it, but I haven't been in it ever since. But I love the project, and I think it's going to go amazing places eventually. So VeChain is excellent. Yes, Scott, just going from work to catch channel. Thank you very much for joining, Scott, man. I appreciate it. What makes you think the bull run is not over? There's a lot of things that makes me think the bull run is not over. I'll show you a bit of analysis. Do you know when someone asks me that question, I'm going to try and answer it in the most simplest of terms, right? One of the reasons why I believe, and I'm just going to give you one reason, let alone all the others that are in my mind. One of the reasons why I don't believe the bull run is over is simply because so many of these cryptos have not even made a new all-time high. In every single bull run we have had, in every single alt season we have had, everything made a new all-time high. Everything smashed through their all-time high. You take a look at things like OG coins like XRP, Litecoin. You've got XRP. People may think, oh, it's because of the SEC case. Cool. What about Litecoin then? That hasn't made an all-time high. What about Dash then? What about Monero? None of these actually made a new all-time high. And for me, that's just one more confirmation that this bull market is not over yet. In 2013, the same thing happened, guys. In 2017, the same thing happened. We started grinding up. We had a few pumps. Eventually, things just kind of went down and went sideways. We ranged for a long time, made people think it was over, and then we had one last massive pump where everything exploded. I think we're just before that moment. My opinion. That's just my opinion. What are your thoughts on Reef Finance? Just curious, as I hear it will grow to 10p and it is currently at 1p. I got into Reef when it was first listed on Binance. I then left Reef because there was problems with the CEOs, and I never got back into it since. It's a great project, but you know, I wouldn't just take what you would hear, if that makes sense, because it's quite a common mistake people make. But Reef is a great project and it's doing very well. It's not something that I'm in though. Yes, Helen Gruner, good to see you here, man. It's been a while. Yeah, guys, hit the likes, please, guys. I very much appreciate if you hit the likes. Do you hold ADA? Maybe an idea for a video where you talk about staking and different pools, etc. I don't hold ADA either. Again, it's one of those. I held ADA from 3 cents, and I took profit at like 25 cents or something. Again, it's not something that I'm in now. For me, I've said it before, because I've seen these coins at 3 cents, under 1 cent. Looking at ADA now where it's like 80, 90 cents, for me, I'm like, oh, yeah, I ain't touching that because it's already had a massive run. But that's just my personal opinion. To someone else, that could be an excellent entry. But to me, just because of my mind and what I've known it to be, it's just not something I get into now. What's your price prediction on XRP in 6 months? I'm very bullish on $30 easily. I don't think $30 will happen this bull run. I believe next bull run it definitely will. There's someone that I watch on YouTube with XRP. His name's Blockchain Backer. You guys should definitely check him out. He's brilliant, absolutely excellent. And I completely agree with everything he says in regards to XRP. And that is that I believe XRP will get between $10 to $15 this bull run. Personal opinion. Right, guys, let me just see if I could catch up with some of these comments. So do we see the end of Binance as a viable crypto exchange? Not right now. I'm still in the side of giving them time to sort themselves out. That's what I want to do first. I know every day I'm reporting news and it's not always great news, but I am just reporting the updates. But I want everyone to know that I love Binance and I always will. And it is something that I just want to be sorted out ASAP, and I'm sure everyone else does as well, because forget about everything else, you know, all these other methods, they're just something to do in the meantime to help people out. But back of my head, I want Binance to sort everything out, you know. How much would you need from crypto to leave your medical job? I don't know. What I need to kind of take into account is that I am still 23 years old. I do not have a house. I'm not, you know, I don't have assets do you know what I mean? I'm not an adult at the moment where I can say, okay, you know, 100K will sort the rest of my life. I will pay all of my debts off. I don't have any debts. I don't have anything like that. But I also don't have a house. So it would take a lot for me to leave that job. But we'll wait and see. I don't know. See what happens, innit? Does Binance have more money than the banks? No, no one has more money than the banks, man. No one's got more money than the banks. Isn't it funny, sad timing that once you started your YouTube channel, Binance behaves in this way? Yeah, I know, man. I know. One of the funny things is that at the beginning of my YouTube channel, I was really pushing Binance to help people learn because everyone was stuck on Coinbase, high fees and everything else. So I was like, no, everyone, this is how you use Binance. Here's a tutorial. This is how you buy stuff. This is a tutorial. These are the fees compared to Coinbase. Here's a tutorial, because I just wanted people to save money. And now this is what's happening with Binance. What can we do? When we have our final bull run, which I suspect, and as per your reasons you mentioned, when do you feel we may enter into a bear market? Thanks for answering so far. No worries, man. I'll answer this one and I'll carry on with the rest of the stream, guys, because I've got quite a lot to cover, and then I'll cover the rest of the comments. It's one of those things, and I feel like we'll know, because there's always a blow off top. There's always a blow off top with cryptocurrency, right? Like if you historically look at the charts and you take a look at, you know, some of these coins that have historically just exploded. And again, I'll use the examples of XRP and Litecoin being two of the OG coins, right? There's always a blow off top where things just go absolutely mental. And that is when you need to make the decision to leave the market. That is when you need to make the decision to say, right, that's enough. I'm taking profit right here. I'm going to leave the market right now, okay? Because I'll show you exactly what I mean right now, right? This right here, what I'm about to show you, this is the Litecoin chart back in 2017, which is right here. As you could see, we had a mega run. And I just want everyone to kind of point out right here as well, right? What happened just before, just to add it on like a side note. Date range from here until we actually went up, 100 days, guys. 100 days, we were stuck in this range. 100 days, we were stuck in this entire. In fact, you could probably go back here. 177 days, we were stuck in this range before we started exploding, right? Yet people think that it's a bear market, okay, when we're stuck in a range like we are right now. I'm just on the dash chart again, just because it was there. Currently, right now in this range, we've been in here. I'll take it from here, right? We've been in here 60 days. Okay, 60 days. And this is literally what I mean. Right before, look, few pumps, we pumped up, cool. We grinded our way up, crashed back down, consolidated for a long time, explosion. And it's just the same thing. Pumped back up, had a bit of a drop, accumulation, and then we go. And that's just literally where I personally believe we are. But again, going back to the whole, oh, here we go. Sorry, let me put that back there. 1 second, guys. I've come off the Litecoin chart. Yeah, let me just get it back up for you guys. Go back to charts.cointrader.pro. You guys should definitely use this if you haven't. It gives you a lot of historic data. So again, looking back at Litecoin, guys, if I just zoom out and go to the 2017, as you can see right here, you have a massive blow off top here where things just went a little bit nutty. Look at that. It is up to you where you are to take profit when this situation happens. You cannot get too greedy in crypto. That's another thing. You cannot get greedy in crypto. This is crazy. Okay. We literally went from $89 all the way to basically $400, right? People need to be taking profit up here. Once you see a blow off top like this, you will see a massive decline very quickly. Okay. Things will drop very quickly and you need to make the decision. Same goes for something like XRP, which was even more astonishing with that run. As you can see right here as well, guys, I might as well show it while I'm here. Date range. How long were we stuck in this range, guys? We were stuck in this range 208 days until we had a massive explosion. So I'm just trying to show you guys that this does happen, okay? And it's the exact same thing that we're seeing right now. We're literally seeing we had pumps up, cool, a little bit of a grind up, capitulation, accumulation. What's going to happen next? The final blow off top. This is where I believe we are. Again, everyone can have their opinion. I don't believe we're in a bear market at all. I'm going to show you guys some actual data now as well for Bitcoin too. And hopefully, you guys can see what I'm seeing as well. 2013, 2017, 2021 is the usual cycle for a bull market. 4 years. Yes, it is usually roughly 4 years with the data we've seen so far. Yeah. Do you have an opinion on cake? Not really. I've never really looked into it. I've never really invested into it. So I don't really have so much of an opinion on cake. It was a massive hype when it first came out. But again, it's nothing that I don't know why. I don't have a reason why. I just never really looked into it. In case if Binance gets ruined, could you suggest in a better exchange for people in India? Because we folks find it very difficult to for crypto trade in INR in international exchanges. It depends what exchanges are actually available in India. I'm not too. Is Kraken available? I've been using Kraken on the side. Only problem is that it doesn't have so many of the altcoins available. What I tend to do, I've set up a KuCoin account. Well, I've had a KuCoin account a long time. If there's something on Binance or KuCoin that Kraken doesn't have, I'll buy it on Binance and KuCoin. I'll just hold it there until I'm ready to sell. Then I'll just trade it to something that Kraken supports and then move it to Kraken. So KuCoin, I'd recommend KuCoin to you for buying. Selling wise, like withdrawing back into your bank account, I don't know. I would suggest Kraken if it's available for you. All right, let me catch up with the rest of these. Hey, Tanner, cheers for the work you do. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you guys, man. I appreciate it, honestly. Thank you guys very much. If for some reason crypto enters a prolonged nuclear bear winter, how many years have you mentally prepared to have your current investment to be underwater? Wow, it's a deep question, Khalid, my man. I haven't mentally prepared myself for that. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Even for myself, that's a very difficult question to answer because, at this moment in time, when I'm so opinionated to thinking that we're still in a bull market, thinking that there is going to be a blow off top, I have not thought about what would happen if we are in a bear market. And if we are, I personally, what I would do, actually, do you know what I would do? I would move everything to Luna and I would stake it, and I would earn money using the passive income from the full 25 airdrops that is coming from Luna's way. So that is what I would do. If we do enter a prolonged bear market, everything will go to Luna. I'll stake absolutely everything, and I will just earn a nice passive income from the airdrops. Easy answer. No worries, my bro. No worries. Right. So another reason why obviously people could be panicking today, seeing a lot of red in the market, understandably. Hopefully I've kind of explained why that is happening. But you've also got to realize that every market today is red. It's as simple as that. I do believe that the stock market does have some kind of correlation to the crypto market. As you can see here as well, everything is red in the stocks as well. Literally everything is red as well. So, there is a correlation. Personally, I just do believe that obviously in regards to profits and volatility, there is nothing like crypto. But yeah, everything is red today. Anyway, let's move. Wasp in my face, man. Wasp in my face. Right. I want to move on to showing you guys a little bit of data and a few quotes just to make you guys think a little bit, right? I want to make you guys think a little bit. I'm going to show you some quotes, and I want you guys to just let me know what you think about these, right? Number one, Bitcoin and Ethereum are still trading above last bull run's all-time high. This just I don't know why. It's such a simple quote. It just took me back. So many people are bearish on the market, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are still trading way above their previous bull run's all-time high. I'm just oh, geez, I don't know. It's just one of those things, isn't it? So that was one of them. The other one is here. Whenever Bitcoin bulls get euphoric, it's usually a good time to critically question such sentiment. Same goes for bearish sentiment. Whenever Bitcoin bears are experiencing bearish euphoria, it's usually a good time to critically question such sentiment. And basically, what he's basically trying to say right here is whenever everyone is excited, whenever there's so much hype in the market, everything is going mental, you need to question the sentiment. And that is usually when the market will turn on itself. That is usually when the market will then start spiraling downwards, right? And it's a prime example for Bitcoin. $64,500 just over a month ago. Everyone was entering the market. There's a massive influx of people constantly entering, people going crazy. People's nans were buying Bitcoin, for God's sake. But then what happened? It turned on itself. Everything went down. And you can feel the exact same thing happening right now, but in the opposite direction. A lot of people right now are bearish. I would say more people are bearish than bullish right now. So many people are calling for 20K Bitcoin. So many people are calling for a bear market. Everyone is saying that everything's going to go down. But what are we then expecting? Could the opposite happen? Because I'm expecting it. I've been saying it for a long time. So just when everyone is bearish, will the sentiment change and now turn bullish? That is usually what happens in the crypto market. It always makes people, it always does the opposite of what people think is going to happen. Okay. So always keep that in mind as well, guys. Always keep that in mind. Do you have an opinion on CRO coin now that they have a big sponsorship with UFC? Could that make it worthwhile investment? I like exchange tokens, BNB, KCS KuCoin, 1inch. Which is the decentralized exchange. I like exchange tokens. They've been doing very well recently. I don't like crypto.com as an exchange. Absolutely hate it. And probably for that reason, I'm not going to invest in it just because I'm like that. But, exchange token, I just don't think you can go wrong, especially for something that is as big as crypto.com. I just don't like the exchange. Personally, yes, it's not actually a new coin. It's CHZ, Chiliz. I invested in Chiliz ages ago. It was one of my best ever investments that I'd done. Got in at like 2 cents, and I literally took profit at like 55 cents. It was probably the most exciting time of my life. When seeing that thing go mental was crazy, and I actually invested in it because it was so involved in sport. At the time, Juventus just announced the partnership as well. It was Juventus, and that got me thinking. I was like, wow, okay. And I looked into it and I invested in it. But yeah, Chiz is amazing, man. Honestly, no worries, bro. No worries at all. You have a fantastic work output and a lovely man. I truly believe if you persevere, you deserve hundreds of thousands of subs. Thank you very much, man. Look, maybe we'll get there one day, maybe not. I expect nothing. Honestly, I expect absolutely nothing. The funny thing is, I was helping people in crypto with exactly what I'm doing now before even starting a channel. So I'm just doing what I was doing before. So it's here to help people, innit? Just here to help people. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. So that was another thing. Here's another one. You are here. Time to panic or time to buy? This is where we are, guys. This is our dip, okay? This is our panic. This is where our lives are going to end. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you look at these things and you actually zoom out a little bit, you just think to yourself, rah, like, really? Really? And it just goes to show how quick the regular retail investor's mind can change. If someone is entering the market completely brand new, how are they going to feel about the whole market? They're not going to know whether to buy. They're not going to know whether to sell. They're not going to know whether to hold. They've got absolutely no idea. Yes, Arsenal fan 30. Thanks for joining, man. But yeah, they're going to have absolutely no idea. But in reality, you zoom out. This is where we are. That's our dip that we've had. Look at the big climb we've had. Look at every time we've had a bit of a dip. Cool. Absolutely fine. But guys, come on, man. Do you know what I'm just trying to say here? Then we get some data, right? Whales have been buying the Bitcoin dip heavy over the past 2 to 3 weeks. This is what accumulation looked like. So basically, the bigger the green circle, the more whales have been buying, okay? So it literally represents the more whales have been buying Bitcoin. And as we can see here, over the last 2 to 3 weeks, look at how big these circles are. Look at how much buying activity has been going on right here. So literally, over the past few weeks, whales have been buying and accumulating Bitcoin for a very long time in these price ranges. And you always have to follow the big money. And it's an example that I've been sharing for a very, very long time as well. You've got to follow the big money. And I've got another example here to show you guys. Right here is basically the supply held by addresses with balances from 1 to 10K Bitcoin, okay? This gray line represents the price of Bitcoin. So this is simply the price of Bitcoin. This orange line represents the amount of Bitcoin addresses. So what does this chart actually mean? Well, let me explain it to you. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. Let me explain this chart to you, right? So obviously, this is the Bitcoin chart. The prices were going up, and whales addresses, they were taking profit, as you can see, hence why the downtrend. But ever since we came into this dip, ever since that 30K came in, what have we been doing? We've been making higher lows. We've been grinding our way up. There's been more and more addresses with balances from 1 to 10K Bitcoin. And do not get it twisted. 1 to 10K Bitcoin is a hell of a lot of money, right? Hell of a lot of money. So again, big money. We're talking about whales here. We're talking about the big money, right? Look, more addresses being held, more addresses are being supplied, being made. It's going up. And it's just ironic that is it just ironic that whales are accumulating and more addresses are being made whilst the Bitcoin price is down in these levels? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think it for 1 minute at all. What else do I have for you guys? Well, I got this. What's this? This is the number of transfers from exchanges of Bitcoin. What are we seeing right here? We are seeing less and less Bitcoin, okay, which is being transferred out of exchanges. We want to see this. We want to be making lower lows here. Why? We want to make sure that the Bitcoin is now being moved off the exchanges into storage. This does not mean that they are selling their Bitcoin. This means they are withdrawing their Bitcoin out of exchanges into safe storage wallets. So again, people are getting ready. Accumulation was done. Okay, accumulation was all being accumulated up in here in this range. Look how much was being accumulated. It's now done. Look, we're now heading our way back down because they are moving it out. And then lastly, the last thing I wanted to show you guys, and this chart just kind of, you know, finishes it all up, right? This is Bitcoin, the number of addresses, right? Ever since we entered that dip, the orange line represents the number of addresses in the world. 853.5 million Bitcoin addresses in the world. 853 million addresses of Bitcoin in the world. And look, it's just been going up and up. More addresses being made constantly. Yeah, sorry, I've just been babbling on for a while, but I just wanted to point out that there's so much data to support the fact that this is still a bull run. We are still in a full-blown bull run. This is just accumulation. Okay, we had a capitulation. This is just accumulation from the whales. All right, and I do believe we are going to see a massive blow off top coming very, very soon. I'm hoping within the next few weeks, the next few months, we're going to have some exciting times. Of course, not financial advice. It is just my opinion, but Personally, from everything that I've been saying for a long time, everything I've been believing, the historical data, the current data, the fact that some coins haven't even made a new all-time high, how can I sit here and be bearish, man? How can I sit here and be bearish? Especially showing you guys the whole data of things like this, where we were just in a massive accumulation for so long. Again, Litecoin, date range. We were in, even if I just take it from here, guys, from here to there, that's 98 days. So if I just do something very similar to the Litecoin chart right now, Litecoin over USDT, even like right now, how long have we been in this range for? I'll take it from as soon as the capitulation started. 28 days. We've been in it 28 days. So imagine what the people in 2017 had to go through. And not only that, right? Imagine how many people would have sold all of their crypto in this situation here. How many people were sitting around waiting 98 to 100 days? In fact, that was 100 days. 100 days before Litecoin started moving. How many people would have been holding? Because I guarantee you, probably about 80% of people would not have been holding their Litecoin that long, waiting for prices to move like that. Nah. And you're seeing something very similar here. I ain't saying things are going to take 100 days. I don't believe that at all. I do believe things will move way before that. But what I'm basically trying to say is it's the same thing happening here. It's making people believe that this is a bear market. It's making you sick and tired of this market to make you leave so you don't make money. Not financial advice. But hopefully you guys get what I'm saying. Who's this, man? Cream pie layers. Can I say the N-word in here? What? No. No, you cannot. You cannot say the N-word in here. What? No. What kind of question is that? Hopefully in the next couple of months, some companies will declare that they acquired some Bitcoin in Q2. That could turn the market. Yeah, I believe that as well, man. And do you know what? Even if they don't, I still believe the market will go up. Regardless, it will just do its thing. I just think it will do its thing. I don't know. I'm just very passionate about it today. Don't know what's wrong with me, guys. Don't know what's wrong with me. What is that profile picture as well? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's basically what I wanted to cover for you guys today, man. Hopefully it's giving you guys a little bit more of an open view to where we are right now. If no one is investing, Tana, and we're waiting for the price to go lower, how will the market go up? Again, man, market rotation with Bitcoin. I just believe that a lot of the whales have done their accumulation, and it's just time. I just believe it's time. It's been waiting for happening for a long time. It's just going back to historical data, as I've shown. It's happened before, and it will happen again. Love you, bro. Keep going. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Tana, are you bullish on Terra? Yeah, of course I'm bullish on Terra, man. Luna is Terra. I'm literally the most bullish on Luna, my most bullish coin in the world ever. So yeah, Terra, absolutely brilliant ecosystem. I ain't going nowhere. I'm here for the long run. I'm not selling any of my coins that I lost 100%. Do you attempt to scalp or swing trade? Nope. I just hold. I do not trade. I do not swing trade. I do not day trade. I just hold. I hold, and I've got my targets. As soon as my coin is getting close to those targets, I will move them out of my safe storage wallet like Trust Wallet. I'll move it back to the exchange. I'll set up my sell limits for the orders that I'm setting, and I'll take profit and move on. I've never heard of Gero Wallet. Not too sure. I'm not really too involved with ADA and staking, man. That was a long time ago. I know it's a massive thing. I just haven't really been too involved in it, to be honest with you. Keep it up, man. I've been looking into staking. Yeah? What kind of staking, man? Is there a particular coin that you've been wanting to stake at all? Like I said, I always recommend Luna, 100%. Hello, I found bugged Bitcoin exchanger. I posted video. Oh, these lot, man. Look, guys, I'm going to call it there anyway. Thank you all very much for joining. Yeah, Luna, 100%, bro. Take a look at Luna. I've done a video on how to stake it if you want to find it. If you don't know where it is, just look back or search CryptoBible Luna. It should definitely come up. And I'll teach you how to stake Luna if you wanted to as well. Loads of airdrops coming your way as well. Right, guys, I'm going to call it there. Thank you all very much for watching. I actually enjoyed this. I enjoyed this stream quite a lot. It was very informative, I hope. And sitting outside as well, enjoying. Got the basketball there. There it is. Oh, can you see it? There, I'm gonna play a bit of basketball in a second as well. Shoot some hoops, get some food in me as well, man. But yeah, I've enjoyed it, man. So I appreciate everyone joining. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure you're leaving a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure your notifications are turned on, people. And yeah, I will speak to you all very, very soon. Take it easy, guys. I appreciate you all, man. Appreciate you all.